Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Gay!
This is going to be a quick little video about this girl and her mother. Now, they kind of went sort of viral on TikTok, I think, but when I got to see her page and whatnot, and I went through her videos, I just started to realize that the relationship with her and her mom were very much weird. It's giving weird. It's giving, I don't know, emotional incest. So it's like their relationship is so bad to the point that they're sharing clothes and sleeping on the same bed. You know, like, are they also swapping spit? Like, tell me what's up. I do think that in a lot of Nigerian households that there tends to be like this very much a relationship, and it's just very much unhealthy and sometimes toxic. Some of us have narcissistic parents who'd like to live through their kids and force them to be another version of themselves. You know, like when this girl is talking, you can kind of tell that it's her mom talking through her.
Learn my own language and you learn your own language and you want to talk to me, but I don't understand you and you don't understand me. So how are we supposed to communicate if we learn our own language?
Thank you, Ma. You say before I answer this question, I will want you to, Ma, please, you really believe that I want to explain things to you. Are you clear? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready.
Thank you. I did not say don't study. I did not say, please, so don't cut me me. I don't know how to know that. Don't misquote.
This might not be anything, but notice how her mom says don't misquote us, even though her daughter was supposed to be talking to the person. Like what her daughter is saying is already what she has agreed on, or she already knows what her daughter is saying, or like what her daughter is saying is what she's thinking. And notice how she's just staring at her daughter as she's speaking and giving her eye contact and like trying to make sure she's saying the right things. And also notice how her daughter is also looking at her mom to reaffirm the things that she is saying.
Don't cut me now, because most people do it. They will cut me. They will not allow me to explain things. No. In the beginning, I said, if you cannot finish your school, don't force yourself.
Did you catch that? The little head nod of approval.
Yourself. You cannot finish your school, maybe prophets, or maybe because of money, or maybe because of your mommy.
Or because of your mommy. So for context clues, they had went live after a lot of people started to like come for them because they realized their situation and the fact that her mom is basically holding her daughter back in life, and her daughter is not going to school. She's not having a normal life of a normal girl her age. And also the education thing became like a niche point to focus on because they started to use religion and God as an excuse of education. So this is a life of her trying to explain to people why she's not going to school and why it's okay. And I'm not going to say that she's completely wrong. I'm not going to say that, yeah, sometimes school is just not an option for people, and that's okay. But in her case, it seems that it was an option. She even got an opportunity to go to school full scholarship or something like that, and she declined. She declined it all because of her mother. So I guess this shows that her mom is the one holding her back, telling her what to think, and controlling her life. Very narcissistic to me, if you ask. But unless your mom is like dying, or she needs help, or she's, handicapped or something, like she has cancer, she's in a dire situation, I don't get why you would need to not go to school because of your mom. So yeah, very strange relationship. And all the reasons that she listed off, she doesn't have any of those reasons not to go to school. Like she got the opportunity and she declined. Why do you think that is if not her mom?
Don't go to school. Don't kill yourself. It's not a bad thing. Just focus on your talent and go. You are good to go. Then I said, and why are we even studying in English? We can easily study in Yoruba.
She didn't even answer the question. Like, what?
No, still answered my question. I asked, so in this Nigeria we are, I'm from Igbo, right? You speak Yoruba and you want me to do something for you. How are we supposed to communicate if I learn my own language and you learn your own language and you want to talk to me, but I don't understand you and you don't understand me? So how are we supposed to communicate if we learn our own language?
She's just repeating her mom's ideas, and the things that her mom has told her. When I say that, they're sleeping in the same bed, sharing clothes.
I should say they're not the richest, but it's about the relationship. If it's like, just like maybe y'all are sharing shoes, or maybe you borrow one piece of clothing, but I don't think it's usually normal for a daughter to wear an outfit and then her mom wears the same outfit. Like, I don't think there's a usual back and forth with who's wearing what. It's usually borrowing and returning.
But when you look deeper into context about her relationship with her mother, it's like, it's kind of giving toxic.
Before we start with anything at all, we need to invite the Holy Spirit. Now let us pray to person. Father, in the name of Jesus.
But I saw that your Milky donut was in it. Why did you put effort at it?
Everything. I eat bread with effort, so why not? If the Holy Spirit wants to go this way.
And then her mom is a very much religious person, so she tends to use religion to hide behind a lot of things. I feel like she is someone who overcompensates, with religion. She basically convinced her daughter not to go to school because she said that God told her that she should go to school. You heard the word of God, you heard God. You're trying to say that you heard God. I don't know about that. I don't think God goes around telling people to not take their kids to school. And then why just you? Why just only you? So it doesn't really make sense. She's keeping her daughter sheltered so she can have control over her daughter, because I guess to lose her daughter for her is going to feel or seem like she's lost everything. A lot of our parents are very much, they have toxic habits and traits that if we're not careful enough, will lead onto us or hold us back. Parents are capable of holding their own kids back in life. It happens due to their own shortcomings and etc. and etc. So she tends to overcompensate with the religious thing, trying to be the voice of reason, making up scenarios of, if God gave you a choice, things that never really happen in real life.
Before Jesus, before and after, going to man's house. It's a little kiss on the cheek. Committing sexual exchange. Like holding hands and dodging a kiss. Dropping a bag on the floor. Get a little hug again. Now we're done. How is she doing this for her mom? Oh my God. In Jesus. Maybe don't be making this kind of videos with your mama. Oh, dodge the kiss. Let's go to the room. No, I can't. Why God is not happy with fornication. Please don't joke around. So you're blah, 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 blah. Okay, I can't read the rest. Shut up nowadays, the generation. So you mean satisfying? I'm serious. Shut up. Shut up. I shouldn't have a cup of tea. What? Stupid. Okay. If you truly love me, he who has time for stupidity. Galatians 5:19. I love him. I don't wanna lose him, but I'm doing it for God and His eternal love and this life. This is what I mean when I say these are not rooted in reality. These videos are so linear. Oh, she's attitude bad. She's not Christian. Why? It's not that simple. All their videos are very much, very, very linear. Oh, it's this and this and that, and she's bad, and she doesn't cook, and she's not a Christian. And that's how it works in real life. Okay, someone can have a bad attitude and be a Christian. And then on the flip side, oh, she's a Christian. She didn't really go to school, but she has a good attitude, and she's all about God and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, this is not how, y'all need to go out and touch grass. It's very clear you've been cooped up in that house for too long. And it's also very clear that this is just propaganda, brainwashing for her daughter. She's doing all this so her daughter can abide by all of these, and she's getting her to, join and making these videos. So now she's putting so much pressure on her daughter to be this perfect person that she's trying to make her be, and I guess that she's maybe trying to protect her, but at the same time is very manipulative and mentally controlling of her daughter's future actions. And one thing I've noticed is that her mom has a very huge spiritual ego, because she always tends to place herself as the good person or as the more holier person in all of these skits. Shocker.
What is that?
I've been digging the Bible since morning. Okay, let's go in the room. Let's come. Right, I am happy I see. Oh, tonight. That's what I'm reading. Tonight is better. Okay, you want this place? Okay. Thank you. What is it? You are in Jesus now. Christ? I beg. He died for you. You have to accept him and love him. Or what if I don't accept him? If you reject his death on the cross for you, you will go to hell, Jesus said.
You are so ignorant. Look at where you are living. What is this? Even my dog cannot live here. I'm not being disrespectful, but
I'm sorry, but the insecurities are running high. I think it's so funny how they always have to like make people who are unbelievers come off so disrespectful and rude and mean and all this. And how does you not believing in Jesus equate to, coming for someone for the place that they're living in? Like, why would that be what the person will say? Like, it's not like everyone who doesn't believe is rich or something. This is why I think that her mom is overcompensating. Like, she probably doesn't feel like she's done the best in life, so she's using religion as a clutch to excuse all of that, and she's trying to teach that to her daughter because she can't give her daughter any better. Instead of pushing her to opportunities, which they have gotten, right, through social media, she prefers to hold her down because she can't watch her do more than her. She can't watch her go into a world that she's not used to, that she didn't go to, that she's afraid of. But like I said, very much unrealistic scenarios that probably don't usually happen that often in real life.
They always, demonize people with money.
And also having friends, I should add, for some reason, which is just very narcissistic for me, honestly. Because it's mostly her mom's influence that's pushing that.
Right? And then they uplift and put people who don't have money on a pedestal. And I'm like, is this what you're really teaching your daughter, to choose to be poor, to choose to not want to improve, to choose to be... There's nothing wrong with being content with what you have. But when the opportunity comes, you should be able to choose better. But at this point, you're brainwashing your own daughter. And you have to, and you can't just, because here's the thing about her, keeping her daughter sheltered, right? If she's sheltered, if she's within her control, she won't be influenced by other people, because all she knows is what her mom has told her. So that's the whole point of isolating your daughter from the rest of the world.
Mommy! When she said to me, they say, "Ha, boy, you all feel bad, no, me, no. Only when I had, when I didn't know my number, I go on. That's a quick way, Ben. She might be Bamako, no, neither one if you make Biraga. Can't you? Yeah, I love you. What's that? Thank you, okay. Can we hang out? Can we hang out? Oh, me, I'd be but yes, me, I'll come back. Fino, just like that. No, Fino. Yes, ma'am.
Someone's overprotective.
So she won't make friends and people who will give her ideas or like let her know what's up in the world that she can go and do something like that. So she's keeping her own daughter hostage, from my opinion. But their relationship is definitely very weird because it's like they're almost kissing on the lips.
Stop it. Get some help.
Or they have kissed on the lips. And now she's dressing. They're dressing alike. So it's almost like her mom is turning her daughter into a husband, like her husband, in a sense. Like her daughter tends to act like the man, sort of. A lot of parents do this, especially in the Nigerian household. They like to turn their sons into that husband that they never had, right? And it doesn't matter if you're a woman, because if you're the only one there, they will likely turn you into that husband that they never had. So instead of her mom to go out there and have relationships or, with people her own age, but she doesn't want to or she can't, maybe she's traumatized, and now she's using her daughter as a clutch to, she's using her daughter as a clutch, to compensate, But this is negatively affecting her daughter because her daughter is a separate individual from her who is supposed to go out there into the world and do things, of her own calling. You know what I mean? But it's just like you're holding your daughter back. You're doing this to your own daughter. And she's not going to be able to see it. Like the comment sections are hilarious. And I think they got famous for making a specific type of Milky donut, which is something that's really popping right now in Nigeria. and stuff like that, and just the way they cook, blah, blah, blah. But they do have people who do send them things and help them out to improve with their editing and stuff. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I do think that this is something that's very common in the Nigerian community, and something that we kind of just need to be, if you're aware of it, at least if her daughter was aware, which she is not, she would at least be able to take healthier steps and not just go along with everything that her mom wants. You know what I mean? She'll be able to come up with her own thoughts and who she really is and stuff like that. You know, so it's just like they're so comfortable with each other to the point that it's kind of weird. You know? Yeah.
Everything we did throughout the day.
Then her mom goes on to make a skit saying that she's now the one telling her daughter to go to school, but her daughter doesn't want to go to school. So I think this is very narcissistic to shift the blame to your daughter so that you can look like the good mom in public. But from the other video, clearly she said, but I actually saw a video of her saying that God told her that her daughter should not go to school. That was an excuse that her daughter had used previously.
Honey, Ma, I asked you to go and complete your education. You insisted. It is written that heaven helps those who help themselves.
Mom, it is not written in the Bible though. Stop mistaking people's quotes as Bible quotes. This quote is written by a man called Dagano Sydney in 1698 during the discussion concerning government. God did not need your help to empower you like he did to our fathers. David who killed Goliath at his young age. Samson who teared lion with his bare hand.
Okay, so because your mom's quote isn't accurate, that means what? Absolutely nothing. I don't like when some, Christian people like to be very impractical with Christianity, always looking for a Bible verse to excuse whatever they want to excuse so they can do whatever they actually want to do. But let me know what your thoughts are on the topic. I don't think anything terrible is going on, but I do think that the relationship is inappropriate.
Anyway, that's it. Peace.
Please stop saying don't forget to like and subscribe.
Sure, but how are we going to get followers on this?
Is there God? What?
Somebody said online that God did not exist.
But they believe there is Satan?
Ma?
They believe there is Satan? If God doesn't exist, why is he preaching against him? Ignorance of them all.